Having worked more than 8 years in project management, I always worked in international clients in Australia, UK, the US, and Australia and the Ireland. And then when the COVID thing came, I started working remotely completely. Even for some projects, I started working at 6 a.m. in the morning. And for some projects, only one US project, I have to work late night as well. So I'm pretty comfortable with the time frame, so it doesn't matter. Actually, I started my career in an English environment. I started my career in Dubai.
Good afternoon, Mizanur Rahman. I'm Mushfiq from HR Department, Linkist Technology.
Yeah.
You completed your executive MBA in IBA from Dhaka University.
Yeah.
2 years of recent experience at Wave Alive Australia in Dhaka, Bangladesh as a senior project manager. 3 years experience at Bitmuscat Private Limited as a senior product and project manager. You completed project management professional training from the Project Management Institute USA in 2024. Please provide a specific example from your previous roles to help us understand your abilities as a project manager.
I'm working as a senior project manager. I'm leading technology projects and product teams across different domains such as fintech, education, and e-commerce. My main responsibility mainly focuses on motivating people and leading them through the project to gain the project objectives. And I motivate the team and work with them to follow the project management plan and the process that I have developed to make the project successful.
Have you had any opportunities to study or live or work in a country outside of Bangladesh?
Actually, I started my career when I just graduated in Dubai. I worked there for 3.5 years in a financial institution. Then I came back to Bangladesh.
How do you feel about working remotely?
I always worked with international clients in Australia, UK, the US, and Australia and the Ireland. And then when the COVID thing came, I started working remotely completely.
Most of the Europe country, they're following off dates as Saturday, Sunday.
Even for some projects, I started working at 6 a.m. in the morning. And for some projects, only one US project, I have to work late night as well. So I'm pretty comfortable with the time frame, so it doesn't matter.
We are curious, how you practice your English.
Actually, I started my career in an English environment. I started my career in Dubai. Then I joined in an IT company where I worked in Australia, clients, foreign clients. So from the very beginning, engage with the real clients. I regularly communicate with the clients. That gives me a bit of confidence.
So from your perspective, what's the biggest challenge have you ever met?
We have a very agile project, And I think that we could do better in physical environment when there are complexity, uncertainties there. It's pretty challenging. But over the years, there are a couple of tools and technologies has evolved. Like now, video call is pretty easy. And also, there are some tools, right, where you can collaborate together. So those risks are minimized.
What do you think about the waterfall?
It's an approach where we complete the project step by step. So if we have our requirements that is out of front, we know everything, and the planning is detailed, then we can execute it in phases. I did a project in education at universities. So they had some particular requirements where we had to follow the strict guidelines from the governments. Okay, so that is for the projects, that covers a lot of changes and uncertainties. And most of my projects were based on agile because in some aspects the client was not sure that how we can implement that, and we expected that a lot of changes will be coming through. If there are changes, then we start building the project in small sizes. Okay, so we have a Scrum team where we give a shot with a small scope, and we can get feedback from other stakeholders, and they are happy, and you can adopt it quickly. And that's the beauty of the agile, right? You can adopt the changes. Both processes are great, but it definitely depends on the projects.
What's the biggest risk have you ever met, and how you mitigate it?
Yeah, the one project I always remember because it was during Ramadan time. So that was I was managing a project. That was a solar energy project where there are a lot of solar energy calculations, that we have to make, and the team did it well, and they sent to the customer. But the customer immediately freaked out. Yeah, why? Yeah, the calculation is completely wrong. So then just immediately I jumped into the project. What happened actually? So then it turned out that actually we missed our latest spreadsheet or calculation that the client shared with us. Had a call with the teams and understood the requirements. That also had a meeting with the client to get the clarifications on the calculation models. Then what he did, we came out with a new approach to make it faster. We immediately built an Excel model. Then I set up another call with the client and I walked through the calculations that does it look okay. Then he provided some feedbacks and yeah, everything was. Then I came back to the team. They were very happy. That is one of the unexpected challenges that I faced, and that's how I mitigated communications and the collaborations and customer communications and taking the confirmation from all the teams that okay, we can deliver it.